which historical figure from the founding of our country does Eric Adams compare the product of Bitcoin to?
Ooh, okay. That's a very esoteric question, right? I feel like you're really asking me to think laterally.
This is a famous person in American history.
You might see in like a 7th grade textbook.
Right, who is associated with a particular piece of Americana and patriotism.
That's a good hint.
What'd you say?
That's a good hint.
Yeah.
With a particular piece of Americana, okay.
No, I don't even know why I'm making you guys do this. I'll just let you experience.
Aaron Burr?
You're not far off.
John Hancock.
It's a lady.
Oh, Betsy Ross.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
So now with that experience,
Wait, what?
just yep.
Yeah, now the harder clue is the test of how does that work.
Yeah, right. You that was the easy part. Here we go.
We are about to do. I want to throw a name out to you. Betsy Ross.
I just want to pause quick. He's wearing a Nakamoto.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is that? What is that type? It looks like something you wear in the rain, but it's short sleeve. I don't know.
No, I think he's just doing the early 90s like t-shirt over like long sleeve shirt. But
He does this all the
He's the
time.
hip professional, the cool professional. Yes.
But it looks
Yes.
really weird because the t-shirt is black and like 3 sizes too big and also incredibly cheap. And he's wearing a button-up shirt underneath with a tie. So it's like a judge's robe a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's a very like, doesn't look good in my opinion, but I'm not the menswear guy. So I don't know.
He threw
tell
a
the
t-shirt on
cuteness of
over
the
his
fabric.
suit. That's pretty much what he did. Yeah.
And you guys will be shocked to know that he's not in New York City. That is him at the Las Vegas Bitcoin 2025 crypto conference at, I guess it's Brock Pierce's
Oh God.
conference. You can explain who that is in a bit, but he just last week had a crypto summit at Gracie Mansion, the governor or the mayor's mansion in New York City.
I want to throw a name out to you. Betsy Ross, 1776. She created our flag. She was not some great intellect. She was not some great government regulator. She was not some philosophical, intellectual person who wanted to decide what was going to be the foundation of our country. She was an ordinary person like you and I.
She was a dumb bitch.
She was dumb as a box of rocks.
All right, I'm sorry. Go back like 10 seconds.
I mean, I never knew she was notoriously stupid.
He's really just spitting on her grave to make a point that is not clear to anybody.
She knew enough to sew 13 stars. I mean,
something simple as a crack pipe, a used crack pipe.
It's the misogyny that counts, right? I think, it's the thought, right? It's like, as long as we're
right. Think of the audience.
Yeah.
Our flag. She was not some great intellect. She was not some great government regulator. She was not some philosophical, intellectual person who wanted to decide what was going to be the foundation of our country. She was an ordinary person like you and I, hardworking, blue-collar people. But that flag still stands today.
Okay.
And that is what Bitcoin is about. It is not being led from the intellectual giants that are going to determine how we're going to pay for our goods and services. It's being led by everyday working class people in America. And just as our flags still fly, Bitcoin is going to continue to fly in our country. And New York City.
I really don't have much to add, but I just couldn't get over that. I guess he's comparing the Bitcoin people to really dumb bitches like Betsy Ross, who can still make a difference even though you're a dumb
All they
bitch.
know how to do is sew.
I mean, also, like he's telling a tale that's just not true too. Like the people who control the cryptocurrency and the people who make Bitcoin pop are literally the big moneyed investors and those on the in and the various financial venture capital firms, the companies that are literally buying up hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin in order to prop up their company. GameStop, which has literally got nothing to sell anymore because no one buys physical games anymore, literally just tapped into their reserves to buy $500+ million worth of Bitcoin in order to help prop up their stock, at least temporarily. This was the same. This is the same strategy from Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy, which used to be a computer company that now does nothing but that trades on the stock market, that now does nothing but buy Bitcoin in hopes that number keeps going up. Like, who are the working class people he's talking about? In fact, Molly White, who's a great cryptocurrency critic and writer, she recently found that federal data on cryptocurrency use has come in for the first time. And these companies like Coinbase have been propping up crypto as, you know, they're saying that in the United States of America, something as high as 20% of all adults use cryptocurrency. And now we have federal data on it. And we now know that's just a lie. According to the recent federal data on cryptocurrency use in the United States of America, only 7% of adults in 2024 bought cryptocurrency or held it as an investment. When it came to actual use of cryptocurrency, only 2% of American adults used cryptocurrency to buy something or make a payment, and only 1% used cryptocurrency to send money to friends or family. So this whole industry is just propped up by the very opposite of normal everyday working people. It's propped up by rich interests who hope that number keeps going up on the backs of working people who are convinced to buy in, and then they sell and leave the working people holding the bag. I mean, this is bullshit, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and we have a housing crisis in this city right now, and the current mayor is jetting off to Las Vegas to talk about how crypto is going to be the thing that solves this for all of us. And like, I know he's a dead man walking to a degree, but he is still planning on running as an independent in the fall. And you know what's going to fund that is a bunch of crypto money. And I wouldn't be shocked also if that's like they're placing a lot of bets on Andrew Cuomo too.
You know what's also bullshit? This story that Betsy Ross sold the first American flag.
It is?
Not true. There's no real substantiating evidence for it. She did sew flags for the Continental Army and Pennsylvania Navy, apparently, but the evidence about her talking with George Washington and all that stuff apparently surfaced 100 years later by one of her descendants.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's like the cherry tree thing is a myth too.
She's a big liar.
Right. She's a scammer, and you can be
like
too.
me. She's
just like you. She's just like you, Bitcoin executives. She's just like you.
Fake it till you make it.
What did Betsy Ross do besides sew, or possibly not sew, one of the ugliest flags in usage currently to deserve all this hatred being spewed at her from all sides?
It is perfect that Matt just upped that, the fact that this was all, her history came a century later by her ancestors. What was it? I think I just saw it was like her great grandson or something like that. Her
it's funny to say, actually, my grandma invented that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And, I mean, that really is actually, Eric Adams accidentally stumbled into a perfect analogy for crypto. An entire story completely propped up on falsehoods. I mean, it's perfect.
He's an accidental historian. He just falls into these kinds of things.
It is also true that the crypto stuff is not being pushed by the brightest among us.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.